The United States Navy takes pride in constructing some of the sturdiest aircraft carriers worldwide. However, ensuring these vessels can withstand the difficult challenges of combat requires rigorous evaluation.
3, 2, 1, shoot!
Enter full ship shock trials, an essential testing method that has been in practice since the early 1940s. These trials assess a ship's survivability against torpedo attacks and have evolved over the years to include underwater explosions. By subjecting the ship to controlled explosions at varying distances and depths, engineers can evaluate its response to shock waves. In this video, we will explore the significance of shock trials, the remarkable resilience of the USS Milwaukee, and the trials endured by the USS Gerald R aircraft carrier. So, let us get started. During shock trials, a ship is carefully prepared and positioned to withstand the intense forces generated by controlled explosions. These explosions are strategically placed at varying distances and depths around the vessel. The purpose is to subject the ship to shockwaves similar to those it may encounter during combat scenarios, such as underwater explosions from torpedoes or mines. Throughout the trials, an extensive array of sensors is employed to monitor the ship's response to the shockwaves. These sensors record data on various parameters including vibration, acceleration, strain, and displacement. By analyzing this comprehensive sensor data, naval engineers can gain insights into the ship's behavior and identify any vulnerable areas or systems that may require reinforcement or redesign. The data collected during shock trials is meticulously analyzed and evaluated by a team of experts. This analysis helps identify potential weaknesses or failures in structural integrity, equipment, or systems. By addressing these issues, the Navy can enhance the ship's survivability and operational effectiveness. The Littoral Combat Ship, or LCS, is a critical addition to the U.S. Navy's fleet, designed specifically for operations in shallow waters close to the shore. These versatile warships perform a range of missions, including anti-submarine warfare and special operations support. However, their operating environment exposes them to unique threats such as sea mines and explosive barrages from the shore. Due to the nature of their missions and the risks they face, shock trials are paramount for LCS vessels. By subjecting these ships to controlled explosions, the Navy can evaluate their ability to withstand underwater blasts and ensure their structural integrity remains intact. The trials help identify any vulnerabilities that need to be addressed to enhance the survivability of these ships in combat scenarios. The USS Milwaukee, an LCS vessel, underwent shock trials in September of 2016. Despite its conventional hull design, this 378-foot vessel showcased remarkable resilience to damage from explosives. However, trimaran-style LCS vessels like the USS Jackson offer even greater stability due to their extensive contact with the water surface. This design advantage allows them to operate in even shallower waters than their monohull counterparts, making shock trials crucial for assessing their durability and combat readiness. The USS Gerald R, introduced in 2017, represents the pinnacle of aircraft carrier technology for the US Navy. With a length of nearly 1,100 feet and a program cost exceeding $13 billion, it is the largest and most advanced carrier in its class. To ensure its readiness for combat, the USS Gerald R underwent shock trials in June of 2021. During these trials, the Navy executed a series of underwater explosive charges near the ship. The resulting shockwaves reverberated throughout the vessel, affecting its physical components, electronics, and other systems. The ship's crew closely monitored the effects of the explosions while recording detailed observations for later analysis. The purpose of shock trials on the USS Gerald R was to evaluate its ability to withstand the extreme conditions that may be encountered during combat operations. By subjecting the carrier to simulated combat scenarios, the Navy can assess the performance and durability of its systems and equipment. The data collected helps validate the design choices and allows for potential improvements to be identified. These trials play a vital role in ensuring that the USS Gerald R and future aircraft carriers are capable of withstanding the rigors of modern warfare. By subjecting the vessel to realistic and demanding conditions, the Navy can address any vulnerabilities, make necessary modifications, and enhance the carrier's combat effectiveness and survivability. Before a vessel is even completed, engineers conduct thorough tests using detailed models. One such testing facility is the Maneuvering and Seakeeping Basin, or MASC, located at the Naval Surface Warfare Center in Maryland. With its ocean simulator spanning 360 meters in length, 240 meters in width, and 12.5 meters in depth, the MASC provides an ideal environment to evaluate a ship's performance under various sea conditions. Using a system of paddles, the pool can generate waves up to 3 meters high and simulate wind speeds up to 50 knots. The facility's moving platform, known as the carriage, can replicate the motion of a ship at sea. These pre-construction tests are vital for identifying potential issues and optimizing a ship's performance before it even hits the water. Moreover, such testing facilities find broader applications beyond the military, especially in the context of climate change, as they can simulate various weather events and help develop strategies to protect against natural disasters. The need for wave simulation extends beyond military applications, particularly in light of the increased threats posed by climate change. Facilities like the Wave Lab at Oregon State University have proven immensely helpful in simulating various weather events and their potential effects. For instance, this lab studies the impact of tsunamis hitting coastal areas, aiding in the development of strategies to protect against natural disasters. By analyzing such data, researchers and students can devise innovative ways to safeguard communities and infrastructure from the destructive forces of nature. In addition to assessing a ship's ability to withstand damage, regular weapons testing is crucial to ensure maximum combat effectiveness. The US military conducts live fire training, sinking exercises, and drills involving multiple branches to enhance coordination and readiness. An excellent example is the Quick Sink program conducted by the United States Air Force Research Laboratory, or AFRL. This program focuses on deploying advanced weapons swiftly and accurately against detected threats. In mere minutes, a plane can deploy a weapon that seeks and destroys the target. The synchronized efforts showcased in these exercises highlight the collaborative nature of the US military and its commitment to combat readiness. Naval exercises like the Rim of the Pacific, or RIMPAC, foster international collaboration and serve as a platform for joint training and defense exercises. RIMPAC is a biennial naval exercise hosted by the United States in the waters around Hawaii. It brings together naval forces from various countries, including Canada, Australia, Japan, and South Korea. One significant component of RIMPAC is the SINK-X exercise, where live-fire sinking exercises take place. These exercises involve targeting decommissioned ships with missiles and torpedoes, allowing participating naval forces to refine their tactics, targeting, and weapon systems. It's important to note that safety measures are paramount during SINK-X exercises to minimize environmental impact. Ships are thoroughly cleaned and preliminary surveys are conducted to ensure the area is clear of marine mammals and other protected species. Full ship shock trials are indispensable for the US Navy in evaluating the resilience of its ships against the harsh realities of combat. These trials have evolved over the years, ensuring that vessels like the LCS and the USS Gerald R aircraft carrier can withstand the challenges specific to their roles. The remarkable performance of ships like the USS Milwaukee highlights the effectiveness of shock trials in fortifying naval vessels. Furthermore, pre-construction testing facilities like the MASC enable engineers to evaluate ships' performance under various sea conditions before they are built. Weapons testing and collaborative exercises like RIMPAC enhance combat readiness and coordination among multiple branches and international partners. By subjecting their ships to rigorous testing and simulations, the US Navy strives to ensure the safety of both the vessels and the brave men and women who serve aboard them. Full ship shock trials and related exercises validate a ship's capabilities and enhance naval forces' preparedness to tackle real-world challenges. Like, subscribe, and comment down below what you think about these trials and rigorous testing, and press the bell icon for more amazing videos like this. That would be all for this video, but even after such measures, things can still go wrong during aircraft operations. There is always a chance that an aircraft needs to do an emergency landing. What happens then? How are the pilot and plane protected in such a scenario? To find out, click on this video right here. Click this video to find out about what happens during an emergency landing of an aircraft. So, what are you doing? Click it now.